Hello students, welcome to today's video lesson on Alphonse Daudet's short story named The Last Lesson. The Last Lesson is a historically important story as it takes place in the backdrop of the Franco-German War. The context is very important for you to get the essence of the story. The Franco-German or the Franco-Prussian War was also known as the War of 1870. And it took place between 1870 and 71. The Kingdom of Prussia included the countries of Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria, and was headed by Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck was motivated by the idea of the greater unification of Germany by extending German territories into French provinces. The French, on the other hand, feared that the Germans would overtake the power they enjoyed in the continent of Europe and declared war on Prussia. The German army was more in number and armed with better technology, and so they easily defeated the French, capturing the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine. The last lesson unfolds in the wake of France's defeat in the hands of the Prussian army. Before we start with the story, let us learn a little bit about our author, Alphonse Daudet. Daudet was a French short story writer and novelist born into an affluent French family in 1840. However, his family lost their wealth, leading Daudet to drop out of school and lead a rather difficult life thereafter. He was dissatisfied with his short teaching career at a school in Ailes. The bitter experiences from his time there find way into his semi-autobiographical novel, The Little Thing, published in 1868. Daudet then embraced writing wholeheartedly, contributing articles to newspapers like The Fargo and coming up with his first book of poems, The Lovers. In his writings, he dealt chiefly with human sentiments and was known for his tales on the provincial life of southern France. The Franco-Prussian War affected him greatly. He had even briefly enrolled in the French army and inspired his second collection of short stories named Monday Tales. His other noted book, published in 1868, was Letters from My Windmill. Daudet died in the year 1897. Let us now start with the story. We are first introduced to the narrator of the story, Franz. It is a regular school day, and Franz is on his way to school, wishing he could run away and spend his time outdoors. He has not prepared his French lesson on participles and fears punishment from the teacher, Monsieur Hamel. The chirping birds and the open field where some Prussian soldiers are drilling tempt Franz. He sees a crowd of people gathered around the bulletin board at the town hall and guesses that something must be wrong. After all, serious news about lost battles and commands from the officer are always announced through the bulletin board. However, Franz has no time to satisfy his curiosity and hurries past them, ignoring the call of Watcher, the blacksmith. Reaching school, he is surprised by the silent and grave atmosphere. Usually at this time, the students make a huge racket by opening and closing their desks or reading their lessons out loud. Franz is very self-conscious and embarrassed as he enters the quiet classroom. He's frightened that Monsieur Hamel will scold him for being late. But, to his surprise, the French teacher addresses him very kindly. Soon, Franz's mind begins to register other changes around him. He notices that Monsieur Hamel is all dressed up. He's wearing a beautiful green coat, a frilled shirt, and a little black embroidered silk cap. Franz has only seen his French teacher put on that cap on special occasions. The other thing that Franz finds very odd is that some people from the village are sitting on the back benches of the class. Among them are the former postmaster, the former mayor, and an old man named Hauser, who is wearing his three-cornered hat and holding his old primer open on his knees. Soon, the reason for all these changes becomes clear to Franz. Gently but seriously, Monsieur Hamel announces that it is his last lesson with Franz and his classmates. According to the orders from Berlin, schools of Alsace and Lorraine can only teach the German language after this day, since it is the very last lesson in French that the students will ever receive. Monsieur Hamel asks them to pay attention. Notice how the rulers or colonizers are trying to wipe out the linguistic and cultural identity of the French people by imposing their language on the school students. By now, you must be aware of similar situations in India and other countries from your lessons in history. Think back to colonized India and Thomas Babington Macaulay's infamous Minutes of Education in 1834. Macaulay considered the British to be a superior race compared to the Indians in terms of language, culture, and traditions. He changed the medium of instruction in Indian schools from Oriental languages like Persian and Sanskrit to English. Similarly, the renowned general from the time of the French Revolution, Napoleon Bonaparte, made the French language compulsory in the territories that he conquered. Coming back to the story, we find that Franz is shocked and distressed by Monsieur Hamel's declaration. He is overcome by remorse when he recalls the times when he neglected his French lessons and wasted his time in idle activities. We realize how a change in circumstances transforms our view of things. Franz now wishes to hold on to the very French books he had deeply disliked till a few minutes ago. He is sad at the thought of never seeing Monsieur Hamel again, though he has always feared his strict temper and the beatings from his ruler. We see that although Franz is a truant, he is a thoughtful and kind boy. He understands that the villagers are attending Hamel's last French class to pay homage to their country and to the teacher's 40 years of loyal service to the school and its students. By now, you have an idea of the unfortunate state of affairs in France on which Daudet bases his story. In the next video, we shall find out how Monsieur Hamel ends his last class in school. See you there.